Hello, welcome back. Great news. 4 fantastic, I think that's really safe to say in this case, 4 fantastic editions of the Prestige series are back in print. They are available. They are available over in the United States. They are luckily finally available here in Europe on my shop. But I decided to do this as a general video, not as a shop video, because those records are of a common interest in my opinion, because they are gorgeous. Nothing less. This series, the Prestige series, the 25 mono and the 25 stereo editions is a sweet spot regarding musically, and of course when it comes to audiophile reissues and collection. And luckily for us collectors who haven't been out there around 2014, they are coming back, and they still are coming back, and they get a repress from every now and then, which is so important, I think, because these outstanding musically achievements and audiophile achievement in this series, also price-wise, in my personal opinion, they are on the sweet spot. They have to be available. They have to be available, and it's cool that they are back. But and this is also a reason why I put it on the open channel in a way. They also will be gone someday, not today, not tomorrow, don't get me wrong, I don't want to create FOMO here, and then it takes quite some time to get back. So when they are back, when they come freshly from the press, doesn't matter if you live in the United States, get them over at Acoustic Sounds. I don't know if you get those titles in the USA outside Acoustic Sounds. But on the other hand, it, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, this makes total sense. Get them from the manufacturer, you get the freshest, and you get them earliest. And 4 titles are back now, and we go briefly through them. I show you the titles. Let's talk a little bit about them. We have 2 stereo series releases, and we have 2 monos. Let's start with the stereo ones. First one I want to start with is Cobb. The Ballads originally came out in 2016. I have my copy here. This is one of those 2014 copies. Fantastic. I won't say that now with all the 4 records. All of them are fantastic. All of them are amazingly important title. One title, in a way, at least in my opinion, strikes out a bit, because this is one of my all-time favorite jazz records. But still, also the Cobb, Ballads by Cobb, brilliant jazz record. Bluesy, moody. Try it. If you haven't heard it, just try it. It's special. Second one, also in the stereo series, is Gene Ammons, The Soulful Moods of Gene Ammons. The title says it all. The jacket, on the other hand, this is so different in my opinion. And again, we are talking a 1962 record. This looks, in my opinion, more like a krautrock cover art from the 70s. This really strikes. This jacket is worth mentioning, in my opinion. The music, of course, is absolutely worth mentioning too. Beautiful, top-notch quality, finally back in print. I remember when I wasn't at the time in this lucky position that they came back in print, I bought them on the secondary market, and they have been really, really pricey, far over 200 euros at the time. I think we're talking 2019, 2018, when I got my first copies, really, really pricey. And this one was so hard to get. There was another one which was unbelievable hard to get. And this was among them. And now you just can order it for the regular price, which of course is amazing. Now let's go into the two releases from the mono part of the series. And here we go into this, in a way, standout release of the four. Yeah, John Coltrane Lush Live. Yeah. So beautiful to have it back in print. I mean, this is an essential. This is an essential record. And then that we have it here on the Prestige series, of course, is a stunner. Mono jazz record by John Coltrane on the Prestige label. Yeah, a must-have record. I have several pressings of it. Among those pressings, remember this one when this came out, The Outrage? If you haven't, maybe you look up the video about the one-step series from Kraft when they announced this. This was an outrage. And the price skyrocketed because this is a one-step version. And now for the video, I looked up the copy and I looked it up over at Discogs. The price went up until 450 euros and now you get 31 copies are for sale. 31 copies are for sale for almost the initial price. See? Sometimes I like the FOMO sometimes, but sometimes it's just too much. In this case, it for sure was too much. I remember The Outrage, I think 1,500 copies. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think they did 1,500 copies. And they were gone really, really fast. They did a very strange system. It was quite something. And I remember I made a comparison, and of course this one won. So all the fuss, and now you have a brilliant copy, a perfect audiophile copy, again in print for a fraction of the price. Yeah, that I remember that was quite some funny thing. The second mono, the fourth record of the batch, again musically outstanding. The musicians we have: Hank Mobley, Don Bird, Jackie McLean, Barry Harris, Doug Watkins, Art Taylor on Mobley's message. Outstanding cover art, brilliant, beautiful record, the design, fantastic. By the way, for those of you who are new to this series, pressed over at QRP, mastered by Kevin Gray, non-gatefold jackets by Stoughton. So all the best you want. And this also was at the time one of the releases that was so difficult, so hard to get here in Europe. You know, when I say things like that, I'm always, of course, I'm talking Europe. It might be different. It might have been different in the United States. I don't know. Here in Europe, this was tough to get. Now they are there. When you live in Europe, you have links to my shop down below. If you feel so, just order it or get information on the shop about the releases. If you live in the United States, you can for sure get them over at Acoustic Sounds. Yeah, really happy that they are there. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. Bye.